Welcome everybody. Welcome Sister Quinn True Blue. Got Lexa. Summertime beginning for many people, looks like. Summertime, you know. Welcome Emmanuel, Dawn, Crafty Clark. Yeah, I needed more rest and I think I feel a lot better just now. And my sleep, I think I got my sleep back in order again. Oh, did something happen in Austin? Oh, let's see here. Welcome Doodle Kate, Erica, Buna. Welcome Adelaika, we got Jamie. Welcome Oscar, I'm doing great, thank you. Definitely got humbled. But I'm grateful for healing, yeah. That amount, like what's possible with healing is incredible. On all fronts, mind, body, emotion, community, authenticity. Welcome somebody. Bucky asks, when am I gonna DIE? In the future? Welcome, we got Heavenly Jackie-O. We almost reached half point of the year. Is your year, did your life keep getting better? This eucalyptus menthol. Kind of refreshing. That's a smart answer, he says. Dude is a guru. You know. Somebody said, snowed here yesterday like a blizzard. Oh, what country or what area you stay that has a blizzard? It's melting, thank you. Oh, okay. And welcome everybody on all the platform. He says, GT humble path be interesting, but I'm for it. My life is interesting. I mean, I think everybody's life is interesting. They just don't realize it because they make it boring. They don't see the interesting part. You know what I mean? Life be interesting when you have an interesting perception. But when you get bored of everything, nothing's interesting. That's why you got the kids 6, 7, hyper dopamine, you know. Nothing's interesting. Van wanna ask a question. Why do you think people get addictions that is hurting them but they don't stop? Yeah, they're in pain. People go to substances to numb the pain or to get away. Usually is to escape. They don't do it to numb, they do it to escape the pain rather than heal, because they don't know how to heal and they don't know where to go. And so we go get a pack of Marlboro menthol, a 6-pack of beer, and we drop by Popeyes and get a $10 scratch off in case you hit the lottery all of a sudden. You know, that's a little optimism. You know, a little in case we hit the jackpot today. You know what I mean? I like the optimism, but it's the optimism in the wrong place. That's like, it's like going to a casino and go, I'm gonna win today. Yeah, you're also gonna lose more. Would you consider yourself special? Of course. But everybody's special, they just don't realize it. Hard to believe sometimes that there's something unique and one of a kind about you. This is eucalyptus and menthol. Yeah, it's Vicks without the chemical, like less chemically. Like a Thai. This is from Thailand. You know, the old school. Oscar says, facts. Welcome, Sister Unicorn. I just hit the jackpot. It's cool how deep modern memes be. 6 planets and 7 rings. LARPing. I don't even know what that means, homie. Ultra Volva says, I think religion is an addiction for some. I've been exposed to a lot of zealotry. Yeah, you can be attached to anything and still not be fulfilled and happy with your life. That's very common. We all kind of know that. Like the people with Lambos, a lot of them are snorting stuff off the table, never fulfilled with one partner. The money is never enough, and they can't sleep at night because of what they snort off the table. But not all of them are like that. But that world is really like that. It's like the environment it leads you to. It's like it really possesses you, this thing. Some of it is greed, but a lot of it, they don't realize it's consumed by greed. They just want to fit in real bad. They just want to be special. Right? It's like believing that you're special, but you need money to be special. Imagine that you could be special without the money, but then you'll have it anyways. Yeah, it's like people whose whole identity is something outside of themselves, like their hobby. Without the hobby, who are they? LeBron says, what are your thoughts on the green and the psychedelic? Some people say it helps them open their third eye and such. The Buddha and Jesus never mention about that kind of activity. But it's a medicine. There's healing medicine. People ask me this all the time, by the way. Plant medicine is still medicine. Well, what happens when you abuse any medicine? You take too much perks, Adderall, Ritalin. You poison yourself. And then you become addicted or highly codependent. Instead of healing, you abuse it. But when you respect medicine, you find balance in your life. When you abuse the medicine, the balance gets so far off, and then you're not really right. You need more medicine to be more happy. Now you're not centered anymore. But when you have enough medicine, it's like enough to enjoy the moment. Gratitude is an amazing medicine that doesn't require you purchasing, but require you practicing, right? A lot of people are grateful, but they're not sincerely and deeply grateful. They just go through the motion. Yes, thank you. But they're not deeply grateful for their life. Like the sincerity. I used to not be sincere. I'm grateful, but I didn't have depth in my gratitude, and the sincerity of my gratitude wasn't that. I didn't know there's a deeper gratitude than just saying thank you when people give you stuff or appreciating your parents. I didn't know there was something deeper than that. You know? That's the number one thing, make my parents proud. I didn't know there was something beyond that. Making myself proud. That was like, I didn't even know that was even a thing. And then what's beyond making yourself proud? Finding your purpose. That's like a unicorn. What the heck is the purpose? I had to Google it. Let alone like fulfillment. Live a fulfilled life. What define fulfillment? Didn't know what all these things were at one point because nobody taught me. Did anyone teach y'all about fulfillment and gratitude and a deeper sense of gratitude? I was taught gratitude, but I didn't know there was something deep in the soul gratitude. Right? It's like honor your teachers, honor your parents, but I didn't know there was something deeper than just like routinely being great. Mother's Day, yes, we buy mom some flowers, balloon. I don't know, there was something deeper than that until it happened. Welcome, Mace. Is it best to talk therapy your pain or find your purpose to let go of addiction? I don't think that's, just do what works for you. Find out what works for you and never give up until you find out what works, brothers, sisters. Never give up. Sometimes when something doesn't work out in your life, keep trying for a while, and after the door just doesn't open, then go another path. I always give myself a year to try a certain path. If this path doesn't work, I go to the next path, but I give it a year. But before deciding I'm gonna walk this, I need to feel some spark inside, like, ooh, that's kind of dope. Photography. Ooh. Right? Ooh, massage therapy. And when you start to dial yourself in, you start doing things longer. Because you're starting to know yourself better. But in the beginning, you pick paths that's not really in alignment for your best life, because you're not mature yet, so you pick immature things. Or you get, or you just follow a suggested programming, like getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Right? That's a lot of people, that's all they want. Girlfriend, boyfriend. Hang out. They just don't want to be alone. Because that's what Hollywood be teaching y'all the moment, teaching us. Dang, even that damn frog got somebody. Man, even Shrek has a partner. Damn. An ogre's got a partner and I'm single. What the right? It's like... Welcome, Patricia, Chloe. We got NorCal Gal. Welcome, G-Snap. Nice to see you again. Lori here. When in the journey do you know the right partner has come? When you look in a mirror and you find the right partner. The right partner will naturally cross paths with you. When your energy is right, you attract the partner. When you're thirsty and you're chasing the booty, you never find the right one. Because you're looking from your ego. Thank you, Amy. You have to be looking, if you want quality relationship, quality takes time. Right, the Rolex, it takes time to make the Rolex. You go to Walmart, you see Timex. That comes out from a machine. That probably takes 30, maybe 5 minutes to make. But the Rolex, right? So For you have to decide if you want to attract Rolex energy, and it's not about the money, it's more about quality. Right? You have to trust. You have to be of quality to attract quality. And sometimes there's fake Rolex. There's some knockoffs. They look like a Rolex. You have to know how to catch the fake one. You're like, wait a minute. This not a real mango. It smells like one. It looks like one. Hold up. But when you don't have a good BS detector, you're always getting caught up in BS. Dating the same person again. The same relationship. The same drama. And you go, there's no good women out there. There's no good men out there. They're all taken. And some people, they just do better off alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, that's the way your life becomes the most harmonious. Alone does not have to mean lonely. Alone does not mean have to feel lonely. I had to learn how to be happy alone first before I find my wife. A lot of people don't know how to be happy alone. And so they keep settling for somebody who's highly codependent. Then they become a bill payer for somebody else to keep them there. So the relationship becomes about, you're in my life, I pay bill. Until they find somebody who has the higher, they can pay a bigger bill. Ew. If you don't have a good BS detector, you date somebody who's just in it for the wrong reason, and if they find somebody else better, they just dump you. Well, why did you choose that? Why didn't you know better than to pick those kind of people? No wisdom. You don't know how. Until you know how, then you become more equipped. You become more equipped to build relationship, which is all very difficult, y'all. Because dealing with yourself's already difficult. Now you have to deal with another person and all their baggage and all their karma, their family. Ooh. Right, you got issues already. Now you have to deal with their daddy issue or mommy issue, or they don't even have parents. And right. That's why being good in bed isn't like, that's not even, that's the least of it, yo. Like having patience and resilience and honesty and communication skill is up here, yo. Honesty, communication, integrity, compassion, exactly. Good in bed is like all down here. That's easy to work on. But if you date somebody who lies already, what the? Whoa. But she's cute though. He's cute though, but he lies. Like, do you want mango or do you want tango? Sometimes they like tango. Hello, welcome Heartsmith. Just speaking absolute facts. As I get older, people has become the most important facet of my life. Self-peace before I can handle the rest of the world. Welcome to the Mystic Village. We call that loving your damn self. You have to fill your cup first and overflow before you can help others. Not even completely. I get it. You know how to overflow. Sometimes, because it takes energy to overflow all the time. You just have to know when it's appropriate. I'm not here to be all gleeful all the time. Hi, welcome to the Mystic Village. I'm Brother Thanet. This is Love Your Damn Self Party. That's fake, y'all. Okay. Ew. That's called performative. Okay, but there's authentic. Some people are actually bubbly like that. It just takes a lot of energy to. Right? Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. I want it all or nothing. Hello, welcome Messiah. Yeah, or we are. This is more mature space. Welcome, Sister Cece. This is basically an adult's conversational stream that's relatable. Young, a lot of young people are like, what's going on in here? I call it the 25 and up club, but sometimes some 21-year-olds slip through, Thank you for the raid. He says, I'm 25 in dog years. Okay, it's okay if you're old as hell. We still love you. Yeah, the H is silent. He says that would make him 3.5. That's what I was. 25 in dog years. I was like, is that backwards or forwards? I thought it would be multiplying. 25 human year multiplied, whatever, 7. It's all good. I know he's just joking. That's why I didn't try very hard to think about it. I like to go with the flow, You know me. I'm trying to chill, enjoy life. But a lot of people, they can come in here and relax because they know that's how it is in here. We get you to think less in here because we like to crack jokes randomly, and that makes people's brain melt. Sometimes, I'm not cracking jokes all the time. This is not like just comedy show, I mean, it's a little comedy show. Welcome, Sister D. In Thai, my name's pronounced Thanet. Thanet. It's like Thanet. Thanet. Yeah, there is no H in there. So some people call it Thanet. Thanet. สวัสดีครับ คุณมิยามาด้วย Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Heartsmith says the singing bowls are fantastic. We used them a lot back when I was doing massage therapy for a career. I forgot how nice they can be. Lots of massage, lots of healers in here. Lots of nurses too come here. Lots of everybody, I guess. I also used to be massage therapist for 2 years. Well, I went to school for 1 year and I tried to practice it for 1 year. And the sign told me to do something else. Never really worked with hot stone. I did Swedish massage mixed with, you could say it's Reiki massage. It's just more like I did Tai Chi on your body. I would just be, like I would do Swedish, but I would do more of like a Tai Chi flow. Right. Unicorn says she was 10 years clinical massage and rehab. Yeah, deep tissue is what I prefer. I learned some Thai massage, but the deep tissue is something that, yeah. 'Cause I like giving really strong massages. Knock people out. Oh, you had a car accident and brain injury and you had to retire. Okay. But you know, I stopped massage because it wasn't fixing the core issue. People needed to fix the way they lived their life, and I was only fixing the surface, like the result, you know. I was only fixing I wanted to fix this thing. Not that I wanted to, but I realized the people who needed the most massages and who will pay, I mean, they weren't really taking care of their daily peace. Right? They live a highly stressful life, and that was destroying their mind and body. And then I would see how they live their life, and I realized, you're living a life that's so unhealthy for you. And then I just go in there and give a quick, it's not really quick, 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. But they needed to realize the job that you're doing is you're going to shorten your lifespan by the job that you're working. So I basically became more of a mentor. It was like not just massage therapy, but verbal also. Then I realized, what if I can just be a teacher? Because deep down, that's what I wanted to be, but I didn't want to be a therapist or a psychiatrist. I wanted to do something a bit more spiritual. And there was no template for it. What are your thoughts on metal music, especially death metal or hardcore punk? Well, that type of music has a lot more masculine energy in the way it's performed and sang, but behind all of that, it's a lot of emotion. It's a very emotional crowd. Because I used to do photography for death metal groups. I went to a death metal jam one time for a group named Sons of Black Water. And man, I got such amazing photos. Like, they would get so drunk and they would just throw the beer bottle on the floor. And they just, you do the hair swing. But a lot of the guys, they're very peaceful. The mature ones, right? The group was a bit more older. And so, but not really healthy. They drank a lot, they smoked a lot of healing wasn't happening. But the way they get to release, or I would say escape, that dang guitar skills, you're just like, holy hell, that's art, what they're doing is art. Is it, right? You can do it in a healthy way, but that's not really metal when when it's doing it in a healthy way. It's like how Jimi Hendrix went out from substance abuse, right? It's like, wow, he's so good, but how he went out was like, maybe that's not really a good thing. But the art is incredible, Like the guy from Linkin Park. It's like, whoa. That's not really a good sign of. Now, you can have a healthy relationship for sure. It could be a healthy relationship with anything. It just, mature people in that type of environment is rare. Mature people who smoke, mature people who do something that has a lot of dopamine. Yeah, EDM or rap music is the same. You can have the same escapism nature in EDM music, and right in the EDM there's different substances. There's hard style, it's a high level of constant dopamine, which is usually a form of escapism. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's. And then with rap music, there's drill, right? There's a high level of gangster rap that's really violent, where they, right? I mean, there's dudes who went to jail rapping about the other person, King Von or whatever, right? And then there's so many forms and many things. And so, well, where's the mature people? Where's the OGs helping people? Where's the OGs? Not there. The OGs aren't doing their part in helping people like become more grounded, because it's not OGs. OGs not stepping up no more. Everybody just letting their children all F up. Not everybody, but a lot of people aren't stepping up for their communities as we watch the world burn. That's what I'm trying to do my part. Right? I see so much issues, y'all. I just do my part that I can reach, right? Welcome, Lauren. Leo says, very much agree about getting massage, but also needing to take care of peace in life. Do you have any advice for someone wanting to buy singing bowl to use at home? So many options of crystal versus Tibetan style. From metal. Get what you're inspired by. Tibetan bowls. I have both. All you need is one bowl that you really love, and the best way to just go to the metaphysical shop and look around and just play it. Alright, just play it, because then you really know, you won't be disappointed because you know what you're getting. And there's a bunch of metaphysical shops in every city. Just go to a bunch of shops and look at the price and just try different mallets. Welcome, Bella. You got Michael. And it depends how much vibration you need, right? Yeah. I bought all of mine online though. But you risk buying bowls that are not that great. But that's part of, that's part of the journey. I bought some bowls that were like, no. But I didn't spend much money on it, right? You kind of get what you pay for. You kind of get what you pay for, and you can actually like, I didn't really like the bowl. Let me send it back. You know what I mean? I like to gamble a little bit, because I like to, it's not gambling, it goes, universe. This seems like it's meant for me. That's how I got like all these bowls. Like, imagine I just reached out to another sound healing friend who connected me with an Indian bowl seller. And the price is like half the price of other bowls. And then the seller sent me the recordings of the bowls. But right? I bought direct wholesale straight from India. So I saved a ton of money. And it turned out to be great bowls. But the characteristic is not like Tibetan bowls. It's a lot brighter because it's made in India, and this is more of a pitch perfect, right? So it's very different. So all you gotta do is find out what you're looking for, how much reverberation you want. Like this one's not gonna have a lot of bass, you know? Not a lot of bass. Even if you can use a larger mallet to get a bit more bass, but not really, right? Now, this bowl is a bit larger, but it's thinner. And this is more of an older technique bowl. Thinner. Not very, this is more antique. But a more modern one. Yeah, this is more modern. But this more expensive. This is bigger than my head. Not as loud. It's only loud because the microphone's right next to it. Thank you for live streaming, Sister Bella. A lot of people seem to be watching me on Sunday at Unity. Had to run the solo today. Thank you to Sister Ashley. She bought me some avocado smoothie from Uber Eats through the internet. Didn't really... I was like, who are you? Oh, it said to give it to the dude in all brown. And then clearly, there's only one dude wearing all brown. Yeah. It was a larger crowd. Yeah. It's a larger crowd. It was. We just have a better location. Like I'm positioned better on the campus. What's the whole ordeal behind the term frequency, says Jan? What's the magic behind it? The magic behind the frequency is actually playing with love. That's the real healing. Anybody can make noise, yo. Easy. A baby can do that. A monkey can do that. But to operate the bowl from the heart, be grounded, disciplined, centered, consistent. It's what you do, it's how you prepared that matters more than the actual performance or the ceremony, right? When it becomes ceremonial, your concert is like Bob Marley. But when it's not ceremonial, it feels like Coachella. A bunch of noise. Performative, not ceremony. Coachella. Because whenever you make it ceremonial from the heart, you could heal. You can do miracle healings happen when you're doing it from here. When you make noise, a lot less miracle happen. It'll still happen from time to time, but a lot less. Imagine you can increase the amount of miracle healings happening in your community by coming from a more heart space and authenticity. Like for example, when I'm speaking to you, I'm really speaking to you as in like, I feel you're here with me. I'm speaking to your heart. I'm not just speaking to the air or the chat. Like when I'm speaking to you, like this topic that we're talking about really matters. The tone, the delivery. Right? And I do my best to stay engaged with the chat happening so that we create more real connection, even if it's through the internet. We can have something that feels real rather than AI or plasticky feel. That makes it feel like I'm just a content creator. I see I'm more of a community leader than a content creator. Or a community builder. Welcome, Sister Ashley. Thank you for the avocado and the avocado smoothie and the fruits. Sister Jane also enjoyed it. She says certain frequencies heal. So many frequencies heal. The loving frequency heal. Well, which one is loving frequency? They say 528 is love frequency. Says who? Who labeled it that way? They say 432 is earth frequency. Now, the frequency does matter, but what matters more if you're playing it from love, you're playing it from a groundedness, right? You're playing it from the spirit, the divine. You're the conduit for it. I learned this from the Master. How is he being a conduit for healing people's illnesses at the temple? And I got the blessing of shadowing him, like following every step for 8 months, yo. Like, whenever he did healing, I got to see all the detail all the time, and I was like, but he didn't verbally tell us how he did it all the time, but he just showed us. But many students didn't take him seriously, so they got kicked off the healing team. And then I was the last one on the healing team. Because they weren't locked in. They didn't want to walk the path. And then they got really sad because, it's an honor to walk with a holy master on a healing team. It's not casual. But when right, and he knows why you slip too. You slip because your mind's somewhere else. You gotta be locked in, because if you're not locked in, that's how the demons enter. Distraction. The cute girl, the cute guy. There's a lot of distraction, but you gotta lock in. There's so many, yo. And he's trying to show you, if you really want to walk this path, you can't just be distracted so easily. Imagine being next to your holy mentor, your holy teacher, and you're distracted. Because when you go out into the world, you're going to be way more distracted. When I'm with the Master, I'm there to learn. I'm not there to chill. And so I learn. And when he sees you pay attention, he'll make direct comment, which is like super rare that he makes a direct comment on how the healing works. And I never forget any of the direct comments, because you know that you're there for it and it's an honor, and that won't happen too much. Because there's no sign-up sheet, there's no manual. It's just in the moment you're an apprentice, which is, priceless, yo. It's priceless. Beautiful sister. She says, I no longer smoke. Welcome, Brother Arrow Eyes. Make sure to follow Brother Arrow Eyes, Sister Bella. Have you ever used Psyche as a spiritual teacher? Before studying with the Master, I went on many plant medicine journeys, but when I met the Master, he won't train you if you're not sober. But he does, he won't train you if you're not. Because your mind is already compromised. Imagine there's a way to do it. without the need to use plant medicine. The Buddha never, right? The Buddha definitely didn't. And so there's a path for it that doesn't require it. But many people come to the Master because they need help themselves. They think they want to be a healer, but they need the healing themselves. If you don't have the discipline and you try to become a healer, you poison people, and the bad karma will cost you something when you poison people with the wrong guidance. You end up doing harm to yourself energetically, called bad karma. People in the Western world, people have become highly desire of healing and plant medicines, right? Because people, it's almost like people don't want to realize that you could heal through practice, through meditation, through breath work, through chanting, through singing. Because it's not profitable, this path, but it's transformational. That is really the main issue, brother, sister. There's less yoga studios opening and more smoke shops. More smoke shops open than meditation studio and churches and things that help. Why? That's why it's really hard to help people heal when there's a lot more escapism. And the reason why people go to escapism, they don't know what else to do. Well, thank you. They don't know where's the mentor in their community. Where's the elder in their community? Where's their family, their people? No time to guide our children. No time to guide our parents. No time to help our humanity. And the people who have time don't want to make the sacrifice. And the people who make the sacrifice only do it oftentimes for money. And the people who need it the most can't afford it. And so we look for Popeyes. We look for the saloon. Slick Willies. We look for the pub. Because we don't know what to do sometimes. We play the game. It helps us to just kind of forget our life. The gaming helps a lot to escape our family issues. Slick Willy. When you tell people that they're talking too much in their live stream, that's called being rude. You have to tell people that's rude activity. Because some people, their parents, sometimes they feel entitled to get what they want. Okay. Can the green plant be beneficial? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you respect it. Yeah, if you respect it. Do people respect the green plant? No, they abuse it. Well, why do they abuse it? Well, who's really suggesting people respect the green plant? Not Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? Snoop Dogg not promoting that at all. Just do more. I'm gonna have a respectable amount today for healing. Whoa, that's unheard of. Blossom said, had to cut ties with it because I was not respecting it. Exactly. Many people can't respect it because they build a toxic relationship with the plant. And the best thing to do is cut it. That's what, right? Essential oil. Yeah. A lot of people, they need like if you meditate, some people learn how to respect it, right? And some people don't. You gotta try, brothers, sisters. Right. I would meditate. I would journal. I would reflect. I would actually talk to the spirit of the plant. Because I'm not here, right? To me, that's a plant teacher. People only respect Aya and all these. They're not respecting Mother Ganju. Mother Ganju. I go, Mother Ganju, right? We're not really respecting her that much. That's so, right? It's sad. Respect Mother Ganju. Build relationships. Teach me what I don't know. Meditate. Instead, watch, we just watch stuff, hang out. We're not treating, like plant teachers, we're not treating this as a ceremonial experience. When we respect it ceremonially, it's what you get. Imagine you could turn everything ceremonially, and when you do it ceremonially, you have a deeper respect and honor, and you're looking to connect more than just take a big hit and go, all right, time to turn on some Dave Chappelle special. All right, next one, Cat Williams special. The mango is so strong, I just stare at it. Thank you. Exactly, Nate. Go to temple, not Taco Bell. anything, you can turn everything you do in life in a more, like, that's how you add more connection. Now, you don't have to make everything super ceremonial. Sometimes you're just trying to get stuff done, you know? You know what I mean? If you need deeper connection, add more respect, more ceremony. When you're genuinely happy in life, maintain it. Deep happiness, y'all, is enough for me. I like joy and fulfillment and purpose. That's enough for me. Live life with purpose and fulfillment. And help others find their purpose and fulfillment. That's it. What more do you want? More purpose and more fulfillment. Yeah, that's when you help others. And then when the people you help end up helping others. Mango gang, right there. That's mango gang activity. One mango help the other mango. Hey, how come your mango tree no mango? You forgot to water yours for a while. You watered the banana tree, that's why you like bananas. Welcome, Sister Christy. We got Jeff. What are your thoughts on Dr. Sebi? Don't know who that is. I only check out Bashar because Sister D, big fan of Bashar. Is it bad to engage in dopamine like video games if we are being fully conscious during? When you become fully conscious, you're less likely going to end up playing video game in your future. When you're fully conscious, you're going to want to spend that time figuring out how you can help more people. I experienced the same thing. I used to play video games many hours. Gaming laptop, online gaming, Guild War 2, whatever. But as I meditated more, my consciousness was able to step back and ask myself deeper questions beyond what I was doing. Right? I was like doing this thing. Is this what you want to do with your future? As I'm playing the game, do you see you're doing this in your future? For real, like, of course it was no, but I still was playing it. After 2 weeks, y'all, I was just like, I don't see me playing game in my future. Then why are you doing it? It's hard to quit. Took me about 3 years to quit gaming. because I was very addicted. Right, 3 years, But the way to slow down my gaming was I uninstalled the game every time I played it. I just played enough for me to just get the heebie-jeebies. Alright, I played some. Yeah, I got a hit. I got a quick hit of Team Fortress 2. I get to play my engineer. Ding, ding, ding. I got my turret. Right. I hide it in the right corner. And so there's a lot of satisfaction that you get from gaming, but that satisfaction doesn't always translate to your real life. And the fulfillment in your real life. Me winning in the game didn't make me feel like I won at life. It distracted me in figuring out how can I feel like I have won at life. But it was still fun, but I realized I wanted more than fun. I wanted purpose, more than fun. Right, again, I grew up playing games. I grew up playing we played Street Fighter. I remember when I was a kid, the first game I ever saw, Street Fighter. E Honda versus Blanca. And everybody would pick Blanca because it could jump on somebody and bite their head. The green dude. Right. That's the youngest gaming memory. Right. We're just sitting around the TV. That's probably Super Nintendo or the Nintendo. When I moved to America, my father eventually got a video. We bought a video store, VHS store. It came with a Sega Genesis console and a whole rack of Sega Genesis game. So my childhood was just gaming, Legos and gaming. PS1. Okay. Grand Theft Auto, Final Fantasy, and then they have other games on Sega Genesis. Shinobi was fun. And then we got the PlayStation 2. Then I played NBA Street Volume 2 forever. It was just a really good game. I played a lot of racing game, Gran Turismo 2. So I grew up on games, so it was very hard to quit unless I had a higher purpose, which was about helping humanity, helping people. That was something that I was able to How can I learn to help people if I'm busy being entertained for 5 hours? I always thought, there's so much time in that 5 hours I could use to do something for a greater purpose. That's when my life started Oh, hello, welcome, Marco, Marge, Talise. Grazie. Get out. Do you have any fears? My mind has fears, but my heart always overrides it because of wisdom. It's okay to have fear in your mind, but in your heart, no fear. I will never let myself play a three-dimensional game. And because I know that if I get attached to a game, it takes me away from you, from here. And this is priceless. This is being, right, what we do in here and helping people and making people's life better. That means way more than entertainment. No, and if I was to play a game, I just download a little game on my phone from time to time. I'll play it. Maybe I'll be attached to it for a week or two. Then I'll stop because it takes me away too much from my work here with you. Anything that distracts me from Mystic Village, it bugs me after a while because I know my mission. But the best thing I found was make music. Make music is more fun because you can share it with people. You can add love to it. It's like a game, you know. Play the flute. Learn a new flute. Teach people how to play the flute. Teach people how to play the bowl. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Poquito, poquito. This one is a F sharp minor 432. Thank you, Sister Christy MZ. Welcome back. Thank you, Sister Ashley. Shay says, I remember watching you a couple years back. It's crazy to see how much you've grown musically. Because I'm Mango Lord now. You used to call me on your mango, late night when you need to sleep. Call me on the mango. I love when the mango bling, and that can only mean one thing. It means breathing in and out. Maria says, I cannot fall asleep. Again? Yeah, it's not Saturday. It is Monday. I know it's different in here. You used to call me on your mango. I'm secretly sponsored by Mango Company. Jarritos. Wait, they don't even make mango jarritos anyway. Who makes? Who makes? Who makes? Like, how does he know that? I live in Texas, okay? I'm a different type. Move the way you're moving, got me in a trance. DJ turn it up, mango with no hands. Drop that mango to the floor. Everybody knows. And then, whoa. Look, okay, that's the old me. Okay, that just instilled. All that mango. And in that gang. Breathing in and out, 'cause it is my thing. '26 year of the Mango Lord. Just not right now. Let's give it some time. Yeah, it's a meditation mango. Ooh. Exactly. Meditation mango. I gotta write that down. I can rhyme. That's a whole song right there. Meditation mango. Oh, love. Meditation mango. One of a tango. Not trying to dance, but only the fandango. If you have not checked out my viral hit song, The Mango Gang Anthem, not really viral, but it's viral in Mango land. Okay. Thank you, Jan. Like what? Why? What's up with them? What's up with them? How important is sleep? It should be one. It is my primary source of healing. It's my primary source. If your sleep is effed up, your life is effed up. That's a good one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. When I figured that out, I just didn't know how. I used to have insomnia, y'all. Hello, Snipe. I used to have insomnia. I used to look like a zombie, and I would have a bad habit of scratching my eyes because I would be dehydrated. I would be eating late at night. Eating late at night. Then I would be watching the people at the pawn shop. They go to Las Vegas to go to the pawn shop, a samurai sword. Here comes a Smith & Wesson gun from a 1700. Hi, what do you have there? I have my gun from the 1700. Oh, let me get my 1700 gun expert here from the museum. Hey, Bill, what you got there? And I go, nothing much, nothing interesting in my life. Let me watch Bill talk about the gun. Then, as I became more spiritually aware, I was like, how the hell is this helping my life watching this right now? It's entertaining. They're flipping the cars. This guy buys an old car and then he looks for somebody to sell it to, but he's got to find parts from somewhere. Ooh, that's interesting. But how is that making my life better? Because I was starting to ask the right questions. We become overly entertained and uninspired to live life. And then we do nothing about it other than do more entertainment because it's just unlimited entertainment at this point. Freaking so much to watch. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Naruto Shippuden, Naruto Nobuden, whatever. Family Guy. You can watch the scientist and that boy, the cartoon. Something, right? You can watch wrestling. Right? You can watch, nowadays the kids watch, there's a lot of stuff to just entertain yourself to, and distract yourself. But as long as you got your life together and you're happy, that's it, brother, sister. It's not bad to be entertained. But if you're depressed and sad and tired and unhealthy, the entertaining can be just another distraction. The shopping is another distraction. And one of my favorite shows forged in fire, like they have blacksmith come make the blade. How's that making my life better? Right, Iron Chef, cooking channel. Yeah, it keeps me up at night, right? It keeps us up at night. How do you balance entertainment and personal improvement? That's a great question. You have to prioritize personal improvement. Like, that's it. Don't even entertainment is it has to be a side thing. Right? It can't be something you live for. It's okay to be entertained, but sometimes it's a rabbit hole. Right? There's a rabbit hole that you go to, and sometimes it really distracts your sleep. Remember one thing, make sure nothing F's up your sleep. And if it does, fix it quickly. If you don't fix your quality of sleep, your life is going downhill already. Yeah, Fortune Fire is dope. Yeah. So I didn't know that earlier on. Yeah, I didn't know that earlier on. So like I would fall asleep with a phone in my hand. And it's comforting. Whenever I'm sick, sometimes I have it just because, there's some comfort in it. Like people fall asleep in front of their TV all the time. Right. But some people don't fall asleep in front of their TV. I'm those kind of people. You know what I mean? I'm one of the people who are like, that's interesting. Because my brain is different, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I need every light off, every sound off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to meditate to sleep. But sometimes you live with neighbors who are loud or whatever, so you just have to find solutions. You have to find either have noise, like background music that's calming, or some earplugs that help calm it down. But one thing we're not doing is just sleeping 5 hours. Never settle for 5 hours unless you know what you're doing. Okay, and that's a very small group of people who can function on 5 hours. And right, there's a lot involved in that. I used to sleep 5 hours. But my life didn't require me to be intensely disfocused online. When I was studying with the master, I slept 5 hours a day. But I got a 30-minute nap at noon. So I slept 5 hours and 30 minutes to go to study with the master. Which led me to being tired all the time. But when you're tired all the time, your ego, it's a lot less, yeah. You're too tired to have an ego, so you just you learn a lot more when you are humbled. I don't even, wait, why is he yelling at me today? Wait, oops, oh yeah, I did forget that. You know what I mean? Wait, why is he grilling me, y'all? Oh yeah. Whoops. he would. Now, I knew it would eventually. I knew I would eventually learn something. I just didn't know how high we were going when it comes to the training. Imagine it's like, all right, hey, we're gonna go to the mountaintop, and when we get to the mountaintop, the master goes, why don't you jump? That's okay, I just kick you off. No! But there is no mountaintop. It's all an illusion. That's just an analogy of the training. Okay? That's just analogy. We got Ian, Maxi, TV, Not Turtle Soup. And we got 2 dogs in here now. We got Dog Star and we got Dog Swim. What is it? The 2 doggies. Walking zombie isn't good. Yeah. The thing is, whenever you get into a zombified state of living, it's one of the hindrances of awareness. You can't focus, you're unaware, you're sluggish. They call it torpor and laziness. So you're like, but it's good for training because it makes you have to focus extremely hard to focus. Right? You have to really lock in when you're tired. So it's really intense. Hello, cat. It's like some people come here and they're tired and then they ask a deep question and they may gain a lot from it because their ego's humbled. But when people come here drunk, they're not even there. Being tired is better than being drunk because you're at least aware when you're really drunk. People are very consistently sloppy. But it's good to give them an uppercut. Like it's good to be bluntly honest to drunk people because they can handle more. When they sober up, they still remember. Especially if you give them a big mango. For real, like, oh yeah, last night, I remember that. We can do some music. Let me use the restroom and then we'll do a bit more music. What does Sister Maria, what kind of music do you want, sister? What do you need? We can make music to help your situation. You used to call me on your mango. You said you're going through a rough time. What are you trying to heal from? If you like the way you look that much, maybe you should go and mango yourself. Hello, Dieter. How do you even heal? That's a great question. Wow, once in a while we're asking good question. Finally, holy. That's like once or twice a year. Finally. Thank you, Tempest. Says, thank you, Brother Thanet, for improving my morning. The thing is, it's running out of smell, so I have to essential oil. The essential oils run out, so it's not as strong. Gotta update. Gotta get some menthol in there. Let's see what Maria says. I feel I've been betrayed and need to heal. Betrayed by your friend, or they cheat on you, what happened? Betrayed? Whoa. Oh, it has to do with your job. Your coworker threw you under the bus, or your manager threw you under the bus? That's okay. Give them one more chance. They say get some ylang. Or what did they say? You were a manager, okay. We give splash attack one more chance, okay. Thank you, Brenda. No, I think there's a miscommunication. Yeah. So good. She was betrayed and let go as a manager. Sounds familiar. Because the universe wants you to go to a better place. Of course. You were terminated from your job that you love so much. Yeah, but there's always a better. Sometimes a door closes because another one it wants to open. I was a wedding videographer for 3.5 years. And then I go, man, I don't like this actually. I wanted a creative job. But then how come this is so tiring? It's unfulfilled. I don't even like photography no more. You know, I signed up to do photos, but then I became a wedding videography. I wasn't even trained in videography, y'all. I don't even like this. And it didn't even make that much money anyways. But the experience is priceless. Remember, somebody stole my first singing bowl. They took my singing bowl. I go, the universe want me to get something better. Right. Remember I've been streaming on Twitch for 4 years and I'm going, universe, it's not growing no more. I almost quit. Go, alright, there must be another way. I try insight timer. It grew, but not much. And then eventually the universe, well, why don't you try the TikToky? I said, I already did that. It didn't work. And I try again. I was not used to having 500 people watching me. I was like, hello, welcome to... I didn't even talk. I was like, 1,000 people came. I was like, whoa, okay, I'm not used to this at all. I didn't know. Alright, it's working good. And I couldn't talk at that time because I was strictly sound healer. You know? But then I got bored. I was like, alright, I gotta talk. The universe then put traffic on me for me to keep being comfortable. Let me drop some knowledge on him. Homie. You know, I'm not trying to go light on him. Okay? Right. I'm not light mango, I'm the heavy mango of the world championship, okay? I'm the heavy mango in the world. I don't need dumbbell. I need mango. We play a flute to help heal your moving on to new thing in life. And then we'll talk more too. Florida guy says, I wake up every morning about 3 a.m. thinking about 100 different things worrying, anxiety. It's horrible. We work on that after this, okay? That's on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for the Prime from Gamertag on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Cece. How do we feel from that? Purification fluting. Just purify. like a nice breeze. Like today at the park, we had a nice strong breeze. You just feel it. I think that's what that was inspired from. We had a nice strong wind at the park today, or at Unity. You can just, so that intensity from the flute was inspired by the breeze. Right? So many ways to be inspired. Even the music can be breezy. Sister Jane has been loving it. You could tell she's a 82-year-old lady. I had to tell her, slow down. They wanna get her involved with creating more programs at other assisted living. But I'm like, sister, not yet. It's too early. You want to make sure your inner circle is radiant before you go teach other people. Or else you get drained and then the love for what you do will disappear. I'm like, I'm not trying to get her be all sick, you know. Gotta protect the elders. She's leadership, you know. She reversed, everyone in her family has dementia but her. And she's the oldest one in her siblings. Well, when she stays around me, she stays when she stays around this and stays around Mystic Village, it's good. When she starts, she used to be involved with other healers, and I think she got the sign, and the other healers charge money. Everything I do is free. That's kind of easy switch. Yeah, the other healers in another state and all that too. Hello. Ni hundini. Hunidi. Somebody, if you like to work on something, welcome Nibbler. And in your dreams, pigeon. Florida guy earlier was saying, I wake up every morning about 3 a.m. thinking about 100 different things, worrying. Anxiety, it's horrible. That's the most alarming thing I heard today so far. Let me know if you're still here, Florida guy. Bestie actually said, oh, your bestie? Is your bestie sound healing too? Oh, she lasted 10 minutes. Somebody brought their son today, and the son was not, Took some time for him to relax. But then he like kind of understood it's just chill. Like we're just chilling. Just be with yourself and enjoy the music, feel the wind. Sean says, same page as Florida guy. When you wake up in the middle of the night from a night terror, you have to redesign your life. The way you're living your life, you have a short circuit. When you have a short circuit in your consciousness, it jolts you in the middle of the night, telling you, wake the F up already. This is not the life you desire, but you're choosing it. Like you don't want this life, but you're just choosing it. And you can change. Okay? But the alarming thing is you keep going instead of fix it. You have to prioritize your health. Mental health and physical health, it goes hand in hand. When physical health is compromised, mental health is compromised, then emotional health becomes compromised and you get disconnected from the spirit. And that's when the short circuits start happening. The night terror, you sweat, your body starts to be all weird. Like something's up with your body, you know it's all, and then you eat terrible. And then you have to cope with something. Usually it's smoking or vaping. That's the two most common ones. Or sometimes both. And please don't do the Holy Trinity. Vaping, the green and cigarettes. Like if you're doing that, let me know. I'll pray for you instantly. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I can change or don't know how. Says Florida guy. Let's go for the latter one. Okay. You don't know how. Let's start there. Or are you willing to find out? Like, do you want to figure it out, or are you comfortable in your misery? I would love for you to want to find out and not be comfortable in misery, but it looks like you kind of did this. I'm gonna snuggle in to misery. Misery, let me snuggle in. You know? No, don't snuggle into misery. Don't get comfortable. Face it. Okay, how can I make this situation a little bit better? It says, I've been smoking for 40 years. Don't vape, but I do take gummies sometimes. He says, I'd love to change, but it's complicated. Yeah, clearly. I mean, hello, Iris. Yes, I'm aware of that. Florida guy 24, that's why I'm kind of talking to you. Okay. But you're getting comfortable in, like, look at your language, homie. I want you to see, I'd love to change, but it's complicated. You kind of are okay with, you're okay with this. but you say it's horrible. Choose to want to make a change rather than, yeah, it is what it is. The it is what it is attitude towards bad mental health is like the worst take. Yeah, my mental health is compromised. I'm miserable. How are you doing? My name is Bill. We want to go, all right, I need to change my life. It's complicated, but I gotta start somewhere. Because if you don't change, what could happen to somebody who's constantly living in stress? Let me give you an example from my friend. Prostate cancer. I don't want that for you, homie. Okay. That, right. I don't want that for you. The stress and all these, right? My friend, he let himself be so stressed for months and months and months. One day, he couldn't get up. He had to go, right? Now he's so sick he can't even go to work. I don't want you to be like that. Because he's not fixing the issue. We're not getting to like, the money must be good, homie. Usually the reason why people will override their health, that money must be, the bag must be a big bag. Right? That it must be worth the bag for you to smoke cigs for 40 years and kind of I'm okay with this misery. You know that attitude? He says, I'm 6'4", I own a business, I have a special needs son, yes, I make a lot of money. We already know, homie, this is a classic recipe. And you wake up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. feeling horrible in your life. Yes, my marriage is so good. Either you have a great marriage, isn't so good. Oh, okay. He said, my marriage isn't so good, he says. This is on Twitch, by the way. He says, I need therapy. Okay. You're not going to therapy with all that money you got? I mean, you gotta know how to use money if you have it, you know? I mean, that's a start, brother. That's where you can start if you believe in it, you know. Then you can. But please do something if you want to be there longer for your children. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be long on planet Earth with that high level of stress, that high level of cigarettes, and that and disharmonious things. But congrats on making a lot of money in your business. Yeah. But what's money worth if the stress eventually catch up to you and now you can't take care of your son because you're sick? Because you're chasing the bag, that you abandon your health. This is real talk. He says, the money will help my son when I'm gone. Of course. You're never gonna abandon your son with no money. But what about being there for him a bit longer because you decided to take care of your health? The thing you can control. Or maybe you just think, man, you sacrifice yourself for your family. That's a real man. Imagine you can be there a lot longer if you take care of your health. You get to grow with your son rather than grow sicker. Now, I'm just letting you know, it might not happen now, but as you gain wisdom that if you don't take care of your cortisol level, your body will start deteriorating, hair fall off, but your organ starts malfunctioning, you overeat too much salt, and as you get older, and then you sleep bad, right? We want people to live quality of life, but here's the thing, maybe you're convinced that maybe you're okay, maybe you don't even want to change. I would like to see you choose a healthier life, but it looks like you're okay with this. You're okay with waking up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. feeling worrying, anxiety, and feeling horrible. Like slowly improve, honestly, I would say aggressively fix your health before it's too late. You gotta be aggressive, because if you've been doing this for a long time and you've been smoking cigarettes for 40 years, I just want all of that to go away. It wasn't always like that. That's what says Florida. Well, why do you think it's not going away, brother? Why do you think it's getting worse as you do all this longer and longer to yourself? The body is so resilient, but it gives you a sign of like, like all the lights are blinking red and you go, hey, good morning, beep beep. Oh, just another Monday. Body's bad sleep. Oh, that's just called sleep. I'm just some dude online who cares for people. We happen to cross paths. I'm not a therapist. I just care about humanity. Take your health more seriously. He says, I have to wake up in 1.5 hours for work. I think you mean you have to go to work in 1.5 hours since you're already awake. Slowly work on it, brother. You don't have to fix it all. Just work at one piece of the... Alright, what can I do to slowly feel better in bed? Not even fall asleep. Right? You have to give your energy, switch that energy, switch that towards you more. Okay? Yeah. And take your sleep discipline more seriously. Take your sleep, please. When you feel better, eventually, you'll find other ways to get healthier. You have to find a reason to be healthy. Your son is a great reason to be healthy. You have to redesign your life, but if you're not willing to, just do your best to be more healthy, like actually try. And coming in here more often and really engaging on what we do in here helps. But getting a therapist helps. If you have the funds, invest in your health. You got it already. That's a great thing to use it for, your health. What's the point of having it and not using it to live a better life? It's not, right? You know what I mean? Because imagine when you make a change, everyone's more happier too. Your son is more happier because you're happier. Right? They can feel your energy. Rather than you smelling like cigarettes and looking tired all the damn time. Daddy is looking happy today. This is different. That's what I want to see. Whoa. That's the vision. Imagine you breathe good, you sleep good, you're happy with your family. But it's gonna take effort. That's just all fantasy. If you don't make a plan, don't execute your plan, don't have a vision. Start figuring it out slowly. Just one piece at a time. Right? If I was you and you're trying to work on better sleep, I would wear a sleep tracker. Wear the damn sleep tracker and see, and like, all right, today I ate sugar. Oh, last night I ate sugar before bed. I'm gonna cut that out. I smoke a cigarette right before bed. Let me not this time. And see how my day is. Or maybe you reduce the amount of cigarettes. and see how that affects your sleep. Reduce the caffeine, right? Track your sleep. You can even get a sleep doctor, okay? And then, but you gotta be all in. Imagine getting a sleep doctor and then not listening. Bad investment. In here, we get free guidance in here because we see people like you not making the greatest decision. Like, you need better health, but you can afford it, but you don't go get it because there's something called ego involved. You don't know better. You could get any health care and still you don't take care of it. It's not about the money. It's about something. You're abandoning yourself. You gotta get back to your health, get back to yourself. Right, touch the grass. Bring it back down to on planet Earth. 64, still young. Just past the mid, right? You just pass half. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. I think we should talk about sleep hygiene. How do y'all maintain good quality daily sleep? Personally, me, I try to live a life where I'm in control of my time. I end the stream a certain time, I sleep a certain time, I wake up a certain time. If I need more healing, then I sleep more. Right, sometimes I give a lot more when I'm live, so it requires more sleep because sometimes it takes, like today's gonna take a lot of energy because you gotta do what you gotta do. And then it's Sunday, so right. I make sure I sleep the same time. I sleep a certain way, and I don't eat late at night. When you eat late at night, it keeps you up at night because your stomach is still digesting food, making energy. Or I avoid sugar. If you're only hungry at night before you sleep, then you gotta work on your discipline when you eat. Yeah. You have to learn how to clear your mind while you're in bed using meditation techniques. So you have to equip yourself with tools to clear your mind, also known as meditation techniques, which we've been teaching you. Breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. That's a technique, y'all. Hello, Iris. So you have to have some sleep disciplines that help you sleep. You have to know what are your vices, energy drinks, maybe reduce the energy drinks you consume. Maybe it's the cigarettes, maybe it's the smokes that you're partaking. Maybe it's the screen time right before bed that's triggering your mind to not sleep. You have to, and I know, brothers and sisters, it can be very difficult. You got to do everything. Turn on that blue light filter, turn on the night mode, so that the phone is monochrome, everything is black and white. When everything you're watching is black and white, it makes the brain become less interested in the content. Turn that on. And when you're less interested, then it's like, oh yeah, this is on because I'm trying to go to bed. Yeah. And you can have it automatically turn on at a certain time so that when you pick up your phone, oh, I'm working on my sleep. That's why the phone is black and white. I choose to take charge of my sleep, getting better sleep. I personally, if you really need to, study on how to get better sleep. If you really have to watch something, watch content about better sleep, y'all. For real. That's true. Why people don't sleep at night? Watch. Because you're probably watching this thing right now. Right, so you get more techniques and tips. And remind yourself, you're trying to sleep better. And this is what it takes. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, using sound healing may work for you. And you have to see what doesn't work. Okay. Maybe watching Call of Duty, watching politics, watching things that make your brain overthink. Right. Especially watching Call of Duty, like gaming. When you watch people play game, like a first-person shooter in bed, it makes your brain have to keep up with their pew 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 pew. So your brain is on Red Bull, because a person playing those games, that's what they're drinking, energy drinks, to perform that consistently on the game. Sponsored by Full Throttle. Okay, one more question and then we do a little bit fluty duty. What would you recommend to anyone that is going through high amounts of sickness and depression along with loneliness? I have been feeling a lot of that recently after a bad month. This is from Nibbler the Rat. What would you recommend to anyone that's going through high amounts of sickness and depression along with loneliness? You definitely need a therapist if you know you're going through a high amount. If you know you have a problem, then you need to find the solution. Okay? If you know you have high stress, then you need to learn about deep peace. Yeah, deep peace. Deep peace. For real, like you need to be an expert on how to chill the F out. How to breathe deeply. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. You have to learn how to love yourself. Practice gratitude. You have to have techniques that are practical, right? Not just concepts, but like, I allow myself to relax. And then breathe. I choose the path of peace over stress and loneliness. And then you go to the gym. Exercising, not just the gym, it could be biking. Okay. Biking, running, rollerblading, move your body. It's gonna be a really good way to like get your energy flowing, sweating. Right. If you haven't already found professional help, exercising is incredible. Just go and listen to some positive music. Listen to positive music. Stop listening to sad music. Stop listening to sad music. Whenever I was sad, I listened to so much sad music. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You float like a feather. Your skin makes me cry. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell? Like, no. And the rain is falling in your face to make it. You know what I mean? Stop listening to sad ASS music. And I will always love you. No. Bittersweet memory. Oh, baby, and I wish you did. I switched to instrumentals, I started New Jabez. I started a Tribe Called Quest. But just the instrument, Bonita Applebaum, you got to turn me on. Bonita Applebaum, you got to turn me on. Like, oh. But the instrumental of Bonita Applebaum is dope. Sound healing, binaural frequency. And some people come here all the time to get better sleep. Would you consider adding whispering to the channel point reward? Maybe. I do listen to bad music, so maybe some meditation music. I would completely stop listening to anything that poisons your mind. You need it, right? If you're serious, like if you're serious about your mental health, why listen to anything that doesn't help? That's why I stopped listening to a lot of like rap music that wasn't good for my consciousness. It was just distractions. It's good from time to time, right? Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club's looking at her. I know that's old as hell, but look, okay, y'all. I'm old-ish. Excuse me. I know there's people. Let's not go there. Yeah, so the way you're living your life is not adding to the wellness of your life. So you have to redesign the music you listen, even the food you eat, if you feel like that. If you feel like making an effort, maybe that's too much. You can change the content that you watch. The things that you're watching sometimes just make you stressed out. You have to pay attention when you're watching this. Is it adding more peace to your life or not? Deep breathing throughout the day, even to the way you dress. Sometimes we're wearing clothes where we can't breathe that deep. Or we're just not breathing that deep throughout our day. Make that a priority to breathe more deeply throughout your day. That's something free that you can be doing. Okay? I used to have it on my lock screen. Breathe. Breathing in and out. I just have. So every time I saw my lock screen, but make sure you do it. It's a good idea that many people just go click open. If you can just remember to do that every time you grab your phone. Every time I see the cat, every time I see the blue sky, I breathe. Already. When we go to the restroom, everyone does it naturally because it's a relaxing place, right? But imagine you could apply that technique everywhere. Exactly, positivity playlist is a really great idea. Can't stop till you get enough. See, you're in a good mood. Don't worry about a thing. You can add also my Mango Gang song. That is called The Mango Gang Anthem, okay? Optional, of course. Optional. On all platform, The Mango Gang Anthem. Here, just give you a little. Let me rub my mangoes. Maybe my mango genie will come out today.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Mystic Village, man.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Love your damn self.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Well, my mango gang now.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Mystic Village, man.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Well, my mango gang now.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Yeah, I just released 2 albums, okay?
Mango gang,
Blue Moon
mangoes at mango
by Guru Thanet, Mystic Mandala. Positive music.
doing my mango tango man.
Love your damn self.
Mango gang,
I got mango on my mind.
tango man.
Breathing in and out.
Feel the beat of the mango in the heart. Love your damn planted the seed from when I start. Feeling good, feeling light, feeling so bright. My mango tree shines into the sky, cause you know I'm right. Love your damn self, mystic mango man. Love your damn self, cause I know that I can. Love your damn self, don't wait for them to love you, cause you know. Love your damn self from the start.
Love your damn
Mango
self.
gang, where my mangoes at? Mango
Well,
man.
my mango gang now.
Mango
Well,
gang,
my mango
where my
gang now.
mangoes at? Mango man.
Mystic Village, man.
Mango gang, doing my mango tango man.
Mystic Village, man.
Mango gang, doing my mango tango man.
Mango gang now.
Mango gang, what rhymes with mango man? Mango tango, dango, rango, pango. Mango gang, what rhymes with mango man? Mango tango, dango, rango, pango. Mystic Village, man, where my mango gang at? Looking for what rhymes with mango so I can go mango tango, man. Mango going through the raining flow and astroplaning, breathing in and out, cause you know I'm meditating, man. Mystic Village, man, where my mango gang at? Looking for what rhymes with mango so I can go mango tango, man. Mango going through the raining flow and astroplaning, breathing in and out, cause you know I'm meditating, man.
Mango gang, where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Love your damn self.
Mango gang,
It's just
where my mangoes at? Mango man.
Well, my mango gang now.
Mango gang, doing my mango tango man.
Mystic Village, man.
Mango gang, doing my mango tango
Get out of your head and get out of your mind. Get out of your head and get out of your mind.
Por favor.
Por favor,
Por favor.
love your damn self. Breathing in and out.
Por favor. I can dial it in more in the future, you know. Right now I'm just kind of I'm working on some rap already. I got some rap. I try to work on some bars. That's what I'm going to be working on when I'm in Vietnam. There's a bunch of bars, cohesive bars. 216. That's the last piece. I'm like, dang, I had to bring the rap in. Hello, welcome. Tan. I didn't plan on it, but it needs it. Because I can come up with a chorus, but then I don't want to sing the rest, but then the rap makes the most sense. Because I resonate more with more rapping. Or flowing, you can say. Rhyming. Because I was thinking about writing music, but the music that I'm trying to make, it's more focused on it's like reggae and kind of lo-fi, and those it needs. Thank you. Yeah, because the flute makes it unique, and then the H-town, I just can't get rid of the H-town. Tung, 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 tung. The damn bass line just, it keeps me in the H-town state of mind. See this one. But then and I don't know how to do like a drum kit either. I only know a simple, simple patterns. But luckily I have, we have old raps. Like I used to write a lot of rhymes in the past, and it didn't really, it's still something I'm interested in, so that's still alive. And I thought, man, do I want to learn to freestyle or do I want to write? And I realized it makes more sense to write the rhymes, to write the bars, more intentional, right? More intentional. I think freestyle would be cool, but it takes a lot of time to develop, and I'm doing other instruments already, like flute, So it just makes more sense to. I'm sure I'll develop a little freestyle technique too because it's fun, right? Freestyling is fun but difficult, and but it becomes easier the more you practice. And that's where I'm at, you know. Thank you. Yeah. It's like I plan to add more. It's because then you have to find like what's your style. I guess that's where it's leading me to, which is more of they call it conscious rap. Right? There's like a bit more. It's like spiritual, but there's also there has to be some flavor to it. Spiritual, but influenced by, it could be Thai culture. Right? There has to be some dimension, and I'm figuring that out, like what wants to come out. You know. But it's gonna be, it's definitely gonna be rapping, but inspired by meditation techniques. You know, like a whole, like I could do a whole rap on a guided meditation in a song. Yeah, that's right. That definitely isn't. That's where my breathing in. I'm aware that I'm breathing in, feeling love in the moment once again. But planning to go double the speed. So I make music at around 50-45, so I'll be rapping at maybe just so there's like another pace of thinking for it. So that's what I'm figuring out. But I'm still new to all of it, of course. But I think I'm getting towards the end for me too. But let me play some flutes, and then I think, yeah, 4:30 is when I'll go. Just because I just got my sleep back on track, and I had to do a solo today, more packing, more. Here we go.
Mango gang.
One more, and then I think I'll end it just because tired. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Eliosha. Thank you to all your blessings. Yeah. Once my heart starts to feel something, that's when I know, alright, I have to go. Because when you're pushing yourself that hard, you start to feel it. That's usually the sign. Thank you. Thank you, Deep. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had a great time. And thank you, Sister Iris. Nice to see you here. And you might have maybe a couple more weeks before I go to Vietnam. So thank you. Here we go. Shout out to we got Iris on YouTube and on TikTok. Breathing in. Please love your damn self, por favor. Gracias. Mango Gang. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tempest. A. Got Sister Sheila. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, everybody. Mango Lord has to get his beauty sleep. I get to sleep on my mango mattress. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, everyone. You can just imagine. Thank you, Transcend. Thank you. Thank you, Sister D. Colo, thank you.